Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch-along of Chesterfield versus Torquay Utd in the National League. A win today and Chesterfield will return to the top of the National League and stay unbeaten this season. The team for you today for Chesterfield is Roach in goal. You have Carline, Kerr, Godin, your captain, Maguire, Miller, Weston, McCourt, Mandeville, Payne, Shamanga is your team. On the bench is King, Whittle, Grimes, Khan and Rowe, and that is your team to play Torquay United in the National League. Come on, you Blues! Go on, Chesterfield!
I think his performance today can be vital if Torquay get anything from this game.
Lovely day in Derbyshire. 11 points between these two clubs in Torquay's favour at the end of last season. Right now, there are 10 points between them in Chesterfield's favour. The Spyrites unbeaten and going strong. Torquay
Come on, Chesterfield!
The levels they set for much of last season. This is an early season meeting of two clubs who suffered playoff disappointment last season, but it was certainly felt more acutely in Devon than Derbyshire. Perhaps that's played a part in their respective starts to this new season, but both will feel, Adam, with some justification that they can go close again this time round.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the
recruitment
that James Rowe has made at Chesterfield, you certainly have to say that the players that he's...
So that is your... I put a poll on there to find out who you guys think will win today's game between Chesterfield and Torquay. If Chesterfield win today, we are returning to the top of the National League.
Players they've lost as well. The Sherrings, the Randalls, the Camerons, the Whitfields, they're big
ref!
They've always been hard to replace.
About 50 seconds in and already we're giving away a free kick in a good area.
And it's going to present Torquay with an early opportunity here. It's been placed by Armani Little. Could the goals make a fast start here?
Come on, Chesterfield! Come on, boys!
This season, 3 and 5 league games, and he'll fancy this.
Go on, Roach, you got this coming, man. Go on, Scott Roach.
All lined up properly. Just got to be careful. Scott Roach's position, that you can see there, Little could go his side. He certainly favour for the free kick to go up and over the wall.
Looks like a nice angle this for Little. Can he hit the target?
Well done!
Over the wall. He's suggesting there was a handball there.
The way that he was looking at it, that he maybe have gone goalkeeper.
No, he's out. He was in a good position.
That's Weston there, isn't he? Just turning back. Little trying to claim the handball.
Moxie then.
Come on, Chesterfield, come on, boys! Keep it together.
Good distance on that.
If you guys want to know, I'm a Chelsea fan as well, but my Chesterfield is my hometown. So I'm supporting the club of where I'm from. Go on, Kabongo!
Supports arriving.
Go on, Shamanga! Do something! Shoot! Oh, unlucky! Unlucky, McCourt. Unlucky. Jack McCourt with a shot, well wide of the goal, but the first chance of the game has gone Chesterfield's way. This could have been better. Could have been better opportunity, but I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week. Should have been a better opportunity, but at least we've shown that we're going somewhere. But hopefully we can continue with this good start to the season we're having.
Confidence of goals here. Only Dagenham and Redbridge and Notts County had scored more than Chesterfield ahead of this weekend. And 25 goals have been scored across Torquay's first 7 National League games of this season. An average of more than 3.1 per game. He was quite right to point out ahead of this game, Adam James Rowe, the progress that's been made, incredible progress here under his management in 10 months. He said we were 22nd 10 months ago, and we've really managed to flip it around, said the Spyrites head coach. And of course they went into this weekend top of the pile. It's an amazing job that he's done.
He's done a magnificent job. To come into a club, I felt that There's a lot of trouble around it in terms of managers come and go. They tend to have a good start to the season and then always finish poorly as well.
Go on, boys!
He bought in straight away. It's a real compliment to him. His attention to detail, bringing in Danny Webb as well alongside him. I think the balance there is really, really good. It's his attention to detail and in every single area he is in charge of. And he's been excellent so far for Chesterfield, and I certainly want his good run to continue.
Come on, lads!
Played back by Carline, who was Chesterfield's Player of the Year last season.
Just keep passing it around, lads. Well done. Oh, come on. Should have been better. Should have been stronger. Should have been stronger there.
Rogers.
Should have been a lot. You just got to be positive. You just got to be positive. Keep the passing going and just see what we can do.
O'Connell up against Carline.
Pressurise, 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 pressurise.
O'Connell. It's been a fairly bright start here from Torquay. Got that late winner last weekend against Southend at Plainmoor.
Good football, lads.
It's also their first clean sheet of the season as
well. That could have gone absolutely wrong.
Intercepted by Carline. Given away though by Mandeville. Here come Torquay again.
Good boys! Keep the pressure going!
Up towards Shimanga. Lewis headed clear for the goals. Weston.
We just got to keep pressurising and do what we can.
Maguire.
Oh!
Just a little nudge there on Stephen Payne.
Come on, boys!
That's something that
thank you very much.
Being the left-sided player on the three can drive forward with the ball well.
He's been at the club since he was 15. Lawrence Maguire, the current longest-serving player at Spirates.
Come on, boys! Just keep pressurising. Keep
rumbled with nerves when he was watching his brother Harry play for England at the Euros.
Just keep pressurising. Just don't let your guard down. Well done, Maguire. Well done. Oh, Carline, well done. Carline is our player of the season last year, and that surprised me.
Last season, Jeff King signed over the summer. They're very blessed on that right-hand side, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're sort of blessed in
just keep pressurising, and eventually a chance will come our way. We just got to keep going, keep pushing along, and eventually something will give.
Certainly strong title contenders. The rotation that he's looking to use, he's looking to try and use the squad as well.
Head.
He's going to have a massive part to play this season.
That's our ball. Well done.
Well, Gary Johnson has 6 previous promotions. He came
what you thought to Chelsea earlier on? I thought we did alright. Oh, we weren't the best. First half wasn't what the team we were. Bit lackluster. Weren't doing a lot attacking wise. So it basically took for Man City to score 1 goal and to get Chelsea actually playing football and playing the way we are. But apart from that, I didn't think we were at the races today. And
well, the applause that you can hear now is in memory of a Chesterfield legend, the club's all-time record goal scorer, Ernie Moss, who sadly passed away in July at the age of 71. Scored 192 goals in 500 appearances A wonderful goal scorer. He was also hugely popular here for being an absolute gentleman to our thoughts with his family, his wife Jenny,
So
daughters Nikki and Sarah.
we did all right. We're a good side. We're a good team.
That's a really nice touch from the Chesterfield supporters who's very much organised this today.
We're just going to keep going, and like I say, you're not going to win every game. It's like for us, we managed to get a point against Villa last time out.
So Carline,
Man United couldn't even beat Villa.
busy in that goal
So it
box.
shows on that what can happen with results and stuff. But like at the moment, it's Torquay 0, Chesterfield 0, about 10 minutes played. But on the Chelsea Man City
Plays ball
game,
by Wright.
we're still early in the season.
Lolos.
Yeah, that's what I say. It doesn't matter because they lost. Now if Brentford can go and do us a favour against Liverpool, it will be extra specially happy. But it's early doors. It's
James
early
Rowe
doors
will
in the
be
season.
hoping for another good start from Chesterfield.
Don't
Having set
start
the first
getting
half against Yeovil last weekend
worried
was the best 45
about
minutes
form
of his tenure. They were
until
2-0
at
up
least you get to the
half-time.
halfway point of a season. Then you can start to feel like we're challenging for this.
From them against Yeovil.
We're going to finish
What I like about them this season
mid-table,
is, to the
or we're going to
variation
get
that they're playing
relegated,
within
sort of
the
thing.
final
Start
third.
thinking like that when you get to the halfway point of a season. We're only 2 months in, so at least as we get into January, then we'll know where we are.
Just been weak defensively, conceding poor goals, but
Come on, Chesterfield, go on!
Payne.
Oh, lucky Payne!
For a corner.
Come on, boys! Come on, Chesterfield!
Start to the game, and this is kind of prevalent to it. You see where Shamanga is there, dropping deep, and then Payne's playing on the shoulder. They've rotated that a couple of times when Payne's come short and Shamanga's running behind. It's good defending to block there in the end from Winter to go with him, but they do look promising, don't they, on the attack, Chesterfield.
Well, Shamanga should be absolutely brimming with confidence. 7 goals in 7 league games, 4 in his last 2. Liam Mandeville to take this.
Come on, someone in blue, get head onto it! Go on, put it back in the box!
Headed down by Weston, back to Mandeville.
Unlucky!
Curtis Weston again. It's fallen kindly in the shot.
Oh, unlucky! Another corner, come on, boys! Come on, Tom!
Pressure here from the Spirates.
That was good block there from Danny Wright in the end. He had to be switched on. That's when it fell to Stephen Payne.
We're just gonna be pressurising as much as we can and see what we can we'll see what we can do. But guys, put down your questions down in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything that
From the Football
you want to
League
answer me.
Grimsby last season. Stephen Payne, I remember he had a couple of really good seasons with Dover between 2014 and 2016.
Another corner for Chesterfield, come on!
McCourt's out swinger, plenty of pace on it.
Come on!
Maguire.
Unlucky.
So the towel out for what will be a long throw in here from Carline. That's indeed good distance.
Go on!
That's
Oh!
through.
Oh, how have we not scored that? How have we not scored? How have we not scored that?
Both sides.
That should be 1-0.
A couple of throws on the right-hand side. He hasn't put that much height on it. He's gone a lot lower.
Oh, how have we not scored? So close.
Only 2 wins and 7 points for Torquay from their first 7 games. There are lots of people, Adam, asking the question, so I'll put it to you. Are they, do you think, suffering a bit of a hangover from that promotion?
Oh, ref! He's making the most of it.
Moxie, the player, fouled here.
Yeah, certainly felt the full force of that challenge. Yeah, I think so, Adams. Going back to your
He was
question
going for
just
the
before,
ball.
see teams lose that promotion final, and just that next season they come back, and it's always difficult to take. Oh, it's a bad challenge, isn't it? And Carline. Right on the heel, on the
I don't think.
ankle there of Moxie.
Oh, agree with that. Come on, Chesterfield. Come on, boys.
Well, no yellow cards for the challenge. Benefit of the doubt.
Come on.
I guess you never quite know how losing a promotion final will affect a club, even if you just look at the two clubs to miss out directly before Torquay. Notts County lost in 2020 but went on to reach the playoffs again the following season, yet Fylde lost the 2019 final and they were relegated in 2020.
I'll say Boreham Wood as well, after that defeat to Tranmere.
They finished 20th, didn't they, the following season?
It's such a tough game to lose, Adam. It's not saying financially or anything, so just talking about the importance of it. I'd put it alongside the Championship playoff, because it's so important to get into the Football League, then to progress on. With the only two promotions in there as well in this National League, it is so tough, and the competition just gets better and better each season. The quality gets better. I think the teams that are promoted from National League North and South are coming up stronger.
Come on, Chesterfield. Come on, boys.
Laid back here by Gunning.
Oh, ref, man.
Well, Chesterfield supporters have certainly had their fair share of down days in recent years, but there's so much hope here right now. Fans with a manager they fully
Come
believe.
on, boys.
And there does seem to be as well real leadership even above the head coach. They're all buying into it. Who knows where it will take them.
Well done, ref.
They were on a really low ebb when he took over, James Rowe. In fact, they took more points in his first 3 games at the back end of last year than they'd taken Chesterfield in the 9 matches before his arrival last season, which says it all really, doesn't it, in terms of the impact he had.
I'll say that I think he just came in and just said, you know, it's his way.
Come on. We need to do something,
really
man.
about it, but you know, the likes of Asante coming in last season was really important, bringing in players that he knew could work hard for him.
That's a ball.
Court's cross, and it
I think.
reached...
Shot. Curtis Weston, why do that? Why? Should take a touch.
Not really renowned, is he? Curtis Weston for hitting the back too
He's not
often.
renowned for scoring.
Just picking up position on the edge of the box there, leaning back.
Stay in
really
defence.
control of the shot.
Stay in your... Hey, don't have a shot again. Don't shoot again.
The match performance that he put in against Yeovil, Weston. Somebody who's won the National League. That was with Barnet back in 2015. That experience, if they are to challenge for the title, could be invaluable in that midfield area for the Spartans.
Let's just keep going.
Little plays it forwards.
Keep pressurising, keep pressurising. Well done. So if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys want to put in front of me. If you guys like the stream, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, don't forget to like, sub and subscribe if you want
The biggest thing that
to.
James Rowe's done, Adam, is the likes of Weston and also the likes of Maguire. Players that are already here, I think he's made them better players. Where I didn't really see the form
Oi!
when he was at Barnet coming into the
How has he got away with
club.
that, man?
I think Maguire last season was absolutely brilliant, and I think that just comes under the new manager to work with the players here to make them better.
Carline played it first time.
Just keep going, lads. Ah.
Moxie.
But I want to say it's not been bad first 20 minutes from us. Playing really well, we've had a couple of chances. It's not really troubled the keeper, but Torquay have not really troubled the keeper, but we've had more chances than them. So we just need to have one good sniff, and it will come.
But the last side to beat them here are Torquay. That was 2-0 back in May. As Winter finds touch.
We just need to keep pressurising and just keep continuing to do so. Go on, do something.
Miller. Mandeville.
There's been a couple of mistakes Mandeville has today. He's played that I wouldn't expect him to make a lot of mistakes.
New contract, 1-year deal, the club with an option for a second year. He was absolutely, I'm told, desperate to stay, largely because of that man, says Liam Mandeville, that he feels that there's something special going on, something good going on.
It is something special. It's like you've got something you can believe in. You think, we're going somewhere, but it just might take time. It's like, how can you just come into a job like that and take a team from 22nd to 6th? Like that. It's just... It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Last season for us finishing 6th was a blooming miracle in itself, but I was just proud to see us in the playoffs because last time I saw us in the playoffs we were in League One, and that was like 7 years ago, so I haven't seen us in the playoffs for like 7 years, and that was a nice just to see us get to a playoff again. But now let's go the one step further and let's go and win the National League this year. That's the aim. I know that's the manager's aim because he's been saying like pre-match, saying to like the fans he wants to go for the league, and that's what his aim is this year, this season, is he's going for the league. We got to go for it. That's all we can try. Try and just match Torquay not doing anything. We literally are restricting Torquay to very few or any chances at all. But the more we keep pressing and the more we keep playing, this is the club which, for me, if you guys know me, and sorry if I get emotional because this is basically, this club's my home. Like Chelsea will always be a club with my heart for supporting for 23 years. But Chesterfield Football Club is my home, my proper home, because I was born in the town. So I'm supporting where I'm from, and I can't be any prouder. And go on! Have a crack! Oh! And just for me, see, I've seen us more relegated than winning trophies. Oh, lucky Ben! But I was a season ticket holder for about 4 seasons, and I saw us get relegated from League One all the way down to the National League, and I experienced one year in non-league where we literally just stayed up, and I think we finished about 15th that year. So it shows how the season, when I've been going and watching them, we went from League One to the National League to nearly getting relegated into the National League
apparently his dad's
North.
called Gary Johnson, the Torquay boss, said, tongue firmly wedged in cheek, that he thought there was only one Gary Johnson as the Torquay fans.
And at the moment, we gotta try as much as we can. Hit the thumbs up. If you guys like the stream, the more thumbs up we get, the more it gets shown in the YouTube algorithm, and it'll be nice.
It's not easy, that, is it, for the assistant referee on this near sides?
So I hope you guys are supporting the stream. I highly appreciate it. The more likes, the more better the stream will get shown around YouTube. We actually do have not a bad
hand in the face there, wasn't it?
But
Inadvertently from
we do have not a bad team going. The performance has been not that bad, but
was with Arsenal as a youngster, Johnson. Bolton too.
I am got updates happening from Liverpool versus Brentford on one of my score apps to let me know what goes on in that game.
Very much be trying to get across to his
And if
players
Liverpool
to
can stay as it is,
really focused on the game.
And it stays as it is, if it stays as it is, or Brentford can win,
Made the long journey.
and Brentford can win, I actually won't be that disappointed. If it stays like this, I won't be disappointed.
I thought their support was magnificent at Bristol as well for the promotion final. Even
And that's where
in defeat,
that will be. If it stays as it is, or Brentford win, or Liverpool just get a point, I won't be that disappointed with our defeat, because it means that no team has really gained anything on us. So it means we could afford to basically get a point next game, and it do us a world of good. But like we say,
Payne found Shimanga.
and we do play Southampton next
McCourt.
in the league, and Liverpool, Man City play each other. So
Torquay did actually record a league double over Chesterfield last season.
come on, boys!
Spyright's on the attack here as it runs through to MacDonald.
Unlucky boys!
That was good patient play there, just to put Maguire in and talk about those driving runs from the back that he can make.
Guys,
I think he's caught in
put
times,
your
take that
questions
shot
in the
on,
chat.
take
I'm
that
happy to answer
crossing.
any questions you guys put in front of me. If you guys want to start a conversation, I'm all ears. 26 minutes played. Chesterfield 0, Torquay Utd 0. Chesterfield are bossing the game.
Really got him involved just yet. Danny Wright, we all know what a good finisher he is.
Chesterfield are bossing the game. It's absolutely been evident on that front. It's just, can we go and actually show for the possession that we've done by getting a goal or creating chances? Thank you, ref.
Chesterfield get the free kick.
We just need to get someone in blue, get their head onto the ball and trouble the keeper. Trouble McDonald in the Torquay goal. They need a trouble McDonald in the Torquay goal. We haven't done enough of that.
Was actually in his second spell with the Spyrights. He was previously with the club when they were relegated from the Football League.
That's actually a good ball. That's actually a good ball. Goal kick.
Goal kick. Torquay have defended well so far.
Brentford certainly did that side of the game to stop the free flow and Chesterfield going forward in those areas, and I think Gary Johnson will be pleased with the side's work rates and shape without the ball.
A brilliant midweek coming up of Champions League action. Paris Saint-Germain play host to Manchester City Tuesday at 7 o'clock on BT Sport 2. And then on the following night, Chelsea head to Turin up against Juventus. 7 o'clock start for that on BT Sport 2. Two real mouth-watering contests for us to look forward to.
Come on, lads, we can do this. We just got to keep pressurising, keep probing along, and eventually something will give. How's that not a foul? How's that not a foul? But we got the ball. Go on, Shimanga, chase after it.
I guess last season may have ultimately ended in bitter disappointment for Torquay, but there is no denying the huge progress they made last season. The National League runners-up, they'd finished the previous campaign in 14th place.
This manager's taking us places. James Rowe is taking us places, and he's going to take us back to the Football League. If we keep going the rate we're going and not lose at the moment, again, I can say we'll be up there, fighting with Dagenham for the league title. Go on, chase after it. Well done.
Mandeville.
Unlucky Mandeville.
It's given the game a little bit, haven't they?
Unlucky Mandeville. We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep pressing. We're creating stuff, but it's just...
Premier League player, Moxie, with the throw-in.
It's just the only difference is we're not creating enough chances to go and trouble the McDonald in the Torquay goal.
O'Connell with the throw-in. Armani Little. Lewis.
So far, we're trying our best and we're doing whatever we can to try and get a good result, but we're not doing much at the moment.
In terms of who they lost over the summer, the likes of Cameron, Randell, Sherry, Waters, Whitfield, but what about the players who've come in? What have you made of their recruitment?
I think it's been difficult for them because it's so difficult to lose that quality of player, and then you've got to go again and try and better that what it is. And Gary's gone for younger players to come in, so he knows how to work with them on the training field.
I believe that we'll get a goal before half time, but I just don't know. Is that offside? Ah.
So success sometimes brings that other side of the game in the National League where you do lose your better players.
It's been a 35-year managerial career so far
wow.
for Gary Johnson, which began at Newmarket Town in 1986.
Oh.
Up against a much younger man today in James Rowe. It was nice hearing James talking to Becky Ives before the game and paying tribute to Gary Johnson's career so far and all he's achieved.
Come on, lads! If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new and you like this sort of content.
So important at any level of football. We've just talked about Torquay's, and you have to look at what Chesterfield have done in that respect and say that the signs seem very good, don't they? The likes of Shimanga, King, Loach and Grimes all brought in.
Loach is a good keeper. He's had experience. He's played for Watford most of his career, so he's got to be a good keeper if he played for some a good EFL team / Premier League side like Watford. Go on in, be careful. We don't want you getting bugged though in this game at any stage.
The ball than the player. That's certainly what Torquay needs, just a set play in Chesterfield's half to get the likes of Lewis up and Danny Wright on that diagonal.
Well, you need to defend this free kick. We need to defend the free kick.
Scoring opportunity created at both ends of the pitch so far.
Come on, defend.
What can Torquay do with this though? Plenty of movement around the edge of the area.
Well done, Gunning. Well done, ref.
Chesterfield get the decision. Little surprised, Adam, we've not seen more of that man that we just saw there, Shimanga.
Kabongo Shimanga, the guy's a legend.
The centre
Kabongo Shimanga, legend.
Not really got involved yet, have they?
Because the Torquay have not allowed him to.
Torquay have set up, a lot of it's going to be without the ball.
There you go, they've not allowed him to.
To get any quality into Danny Wright or Olus up front, it's going to be difficult for them to do. But I'm expecting
they're trying to get the ball to him, but they're just Torquay and just not allowing it.
They've had more of the ball.
Allowing him to get a foothold in the game.
The quality hasn't quite been there. I mentioned about Mandeville not really being in the game so far.
Go on, Care.
They have to do a lot better when they do get the ball in that final third, because just at the moment the turnover's been a little bit too frequent.
Pressure but don't foul. Pressure but don't foul.
Last weekend's win over Southend was so important, confidence-wise, for Torquay. Clean sheet as well, crucial too. They'd conceded 12 goals in the 4 games prior. And ahead of this weekend, only Barnet had conceded more National League goals this season than Torquay. They really are going to have to tighten up at the back if they are to head into the promotion picture this season.
Oh, I thought he made a massive cock up there, but...
Miller touched
we're
it
actually
wide
playing all right. It's just
and gets it back
we
again.
just think like Torquay going, come and break us down if you can, and we are outside it. I think come break anyone down in this league. It's just going to take
Miller.
a matter of when and how.
Carline looking to arrive.
Well done, what a cross!
Well dealt with. ID Monty, good defending.
Go on, Chesterfield!
Good experience to just be about the positioning.
Come on.
Don't do enough to stop the cross coming in. It's good defending there.
Carline with his long throw prowess. Get it onto a blue head.
Well, they know what's coming here at Torquay. Let's see whether they can defend it.
Come on, Carline.
Threat these throw-ins from George Carline.
That's the ball. Oh, go on.
The court. Carline.
This is good football. It's just nothing's happening and we're not having a shot. I don't think we've actually troubled the keeper. No one's troubled any keeper yet.
Loach. Asa Hall.
Offside. Sit down.
Just talking about what I was just a couple of minutes ago about being braver on the ball. Chesterfield about 25 yards out from Torquay's goal. They end up playing it back to Scott Loach. Got to be braver to try and little ball round the corner into Payne's feet or Mandeville's feet. But just at the moment, it's kind of sideways and backwards, and that's why too much of this, Adam, at the moment.
Come on, boys. There's more
The other thing
pressurising than I
that's
think
particularly noticeable
something
about
can happen.
Chesterfield is they've had more of the ball. They've not really moved through the gears in the final third yet.
We're trying to. It's just Torquay and putting like a load of men behind the ball and making it impossible for us to break through.
Mandeville. McCourt. That's better from Chesterfield. Lawrence Maguire is a long way forwards. Miller at the dead ball line.
Go on!
Cause problems.
Oh,
Torquay.
come on, boys!
He hit on the ball.
Oh,
The technique was good, but
unlucky.
Carline.
Better.
A little bit better there. You mentioned about the speed they moved the ball, they moved it a lot quicker. Good patient build up this time. More of a purpose.
Nearly 1-0 Chesterfield that was.
There from Maguire. I thought the shot
As
was
the
on
ball
as well.
got chipped into the box and Torquay managed to head it
Does
away.
really, really well to keep that one in.
But we are pressurising. We're pressurising that much that I think it could be a moment of time when we could get the lead and get the 1-0.
We also talk about players who've left Torquay from last season, but plenty still remain. We shouldn't forget that whilst they ultimately missed out on promotion, they did spend more time top of the table than any other club last season, comfortably more time than any other club. Doesn't win you anything, but I guess it's something perhaps that they can collectively draw confidence from. They'll be keen to get Lemonhay Evans back fit as soon as possible, though, Adam, because he was so important for them last season. Got the winner last weekend as
Get
well.
him, Bradford! Oh, the defeated all so bad now!
The injuries to key players.
Oh, that puts us
Season.
joint top of the league again. I can be proud.
Especially the combination of him and Little as well.
Did tell us before the game, told Becky Ives, Gary Johnson, that shouldn't be out for too long. Lemonhay
We
Evans.
could basically go top of the league before Man City play Liverpool, because Man City and Liverpool play each other. Guys, Liverpool Man City play each other. So, and we play Southampton, so
Connell. Moved that on nicely into Rodgers.
don't.
Just might find the room for the shot. And
Come on,
step
Chesterfield,
away from
defend.
A little look for right. Arriving at the back post was Johnson and turned behind by Miller for a corner.
Good defending there from Miller. Getting the positioning just right. It's the first time really that Torquay have had a bit of quality control within that final third.
39 minutes played, Chesterfield 0, Torquay United 0.
had Johnson coming into the far post, but comfortable defending in the end.
Lewis and Winter to the centre halves forward here. Referee Stephen Copeland's not quite happy with something, but
Corner to Torquay. 39 minutes played.
Wrights looked to get something on that. Winter was close to it too. Our next live National League game is Eastleigh against Boreham Wood.
Getting Brentford, and how weird this weekend's been, or even the week. Oh, crazy, yeah.
The final fights of the trilogy, Fury Wilder 3, big event coming
That
up
it
on Box Office
turns
on
out if the
Saturday,
result stays as
the
it
9th
is,
of October, fight not to be missed.
it then makes our result run not as bad as it looks. Or the performance not as bad as it looks.
Chesterfield started the day top of the table, knocked off top spot by the Daggers. Would return if they can win this. And they're looking dangerous here with Payne and Shimanga.
Oh.
To it. And it will be a free kick to Torquay.
Oh, ref.
Oh, so important that Torquay, after the work they put into this first half, that they keep their concentration. Just Payne making an inside done run there. That's how quickly things can change for you.
Yeah, but like I say,
In the end,
if Liverpool either draw or lose, it doesn't make our result look bad, because because they play man. Don't forget, a draw, if they don't win, it doesn't matter, because it means. And the good thing is, if Liverpool don't win it, it's a good thing, because Liverpool play Man City next in the league. We play Southampton. We play Southampton in the league next. So if we can win that, and then go and beat, and then Liverpool versus Man City ends up in a draw, I'll take that as it comes.
Wright still trying to win it in the box, and Lawrence Maguire was strong in the area there for the Spyrites.
Man United's next game is Everton, so they've got a tricky game against Everton. Everton ain't going to be easy.
He's a former Torquay player.
Come on, Chesterfield.
It's well played by Little.
Come on.
Here comes Johnson. Can he find a telling cross?
Well done, Roach.
Disappointing there from Johnson, because he had time and space to look up and really pick out a better cross than that.
I don't know about you, Adam, but I think you actually said it earlier, maybe expected more, particularly as the home side of Chesterfield, with 5 wins out of 7, unbeaten start to the season. 14 goals scored, only 4 against. They've been pretty flat, really, in this first half by standards they've set themselves this season.
Go on!
They attack here as Shimanga picks it
Go
up.
on! Oh! Lucky Payne!
The link-up play from the front here, a really important, timely challenge there from Ben Winter. We haven't seen enough of this in the first half, Adam. Just a change of pace, a link-up play, as you can see there. Quick shot there, but a really, really important challenge there from Ben Winter. They just haven't gone through the gears within the final third. They haven't moved the ball quick enough. Hopefully that may just give them a little bit more hope and confidence.
It's Jack McCourt who'll take this. Goalkeeper's come a long way, but it was a good take that from Sean MacDonald. Actually left in the summer, the goalkeeper MacDonald's turned down a new deal, rather dramatically returned after the new number 1, Mark Halstead, suffered a concussion injury. Seems more than happy to answer the call of Gary Johnson. And they've struggled to deal with this, and it's Lolos!
What a save! What a save! Double save by Scott Roach.
Excellent save. That's what you need from your goalkeeper. Hasn't really had anything to do in his first half, and then you're called upon to make two really important saves. Danny Wright just really being a nuisance, and they don't really defend their lines too well. It's a big chance.
Could be another one here. Still look dangerous, Torquay.
Clear it!
Final minute of normal time at the end of the half. That is a real scare, though, for the Sparrites as Shamanga.
Go on, Shamanga!
Looks to hold it up here. It's Johnson who slid in with the Chesterfield striker. Great opportunity at the other end, though, for Torquay. Only 19, Claudio Lolos. Made his first start of the season in the win over Southend last weekend. It fell for him nicely there, didn't it?
It'll be interesting to see what Aaron McLean will say about that finish from that angle. I know Chris Hargreaves wasn't really in this position too often. It was a good save, but maybe just go for a little bit more power at the near post.
So a minimum of 2 minutes to add on at the end of the half. Lolos with the pass this time. It's O'Connell who felt that he was obstructed.
He was asking for it.
Moxie headed it forward for the Gulls.
It's a good finish to the first half for Gary Johnson's side. They've sort of shown a little bit more quality in the final third, creating more chances.
Mandeville.
Oh, Mandeville!
And Shamanga beyond it.
And then he does that.
Well intercepted that by Winter. Can Torquay threaten again here? Right. What have you made of it so far, Adam?
I'm going to give credit to Torquay United. I think they've been excellent, disciplined in the performance against a side, as we said before, just free-flowing in the final third, scoring goals for fun. But they've made Chesterfield work hard, and they've almost stifled them within that final third with the quality.
Go on, Shamanga!
Hasn't quite been there for James Rowe's side. I think Gary Johnson will take a lot of positives from his first half performance, but he knows second half. I just think you'd expect more from Chesterfield to come out and offer more quality.
Well, he talked about needing good energy, good concentration today, Gary Johnson. I think he certainly had those two things from his plays in the first half. James Rowe was saying he felt that Torquay's points total so far isn't a true reflection of the quality that they've got in the squad. We saw Payne have an effort blocked. But Chesterfield really
half time! Chesterfield 0, Torquay United 0 at half time. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Lolos with the best opportunity.
I'll see you guys in a little bit. everybody, I am back. Oh, how have Liverpool not gone 2-1 up? I don't know. From what I've just heard. It's crazy. Crazy, folks. It's been a good game. Hello, Austin. How are you?
In our Monday night football from 7 o'clock. Well, clearly it has gone so far, Ethan Pinnock, and can go no longer. So Matthias Jorgensen is going to have to come on and take his place now. He's given it as good a go as he could.
Sorry, everyone.
He'll forget in a hurry this one. Yes, a remarkable high that's preceded this low of his substitution. Ethan Pinnock scoring his first goal in the league since last January when he struck in a 7-2 success against Wickham. His first ever at this level. Matthias Jorgensen, who was relegated from this level with Huddersfield.
So, guys, tell me what you think of Chesterfield's first half performance if you guys have watched the game.
He only joined earlier this month on a free from the Turkish club Fenerbahce. Slots in as a direct replacement on the left side of that three-man defence. Tony has got nothing with those ones. Most of
And if anybody who gives Ivan Toney absolute shit, he's not that bad of a player. Because if he's not that bad of a player, why is he getting assists?
Norgard.
I'm just pointing out, but I'm also listening to the halftime as well.
266, which takes place tonight live from Las Vegas. A stacked card, including the return of Nick Diaz 6 years after his last outing up against Lawler. A second meeting of those two. Then two more title fights with Volkanovski up against Ortega for the featherweight belt, and Valentina Shevchenko defending her flyweight crown against Lauren Murphy, all from 1 AM on 1HD. UFC 266. Maka and Chris here at the technique. Fair to say, defences have bossed this pretty much.
I'd say so. You know, both teams have got good attackers on the pitch, but really struggling to get any decent efforts on goal. And you know, both goalkeepers haven't had a great deal to do, but when they've been called upon, they've been up to the task.
Yeah, you can see Chesterfield's idea, where Shimanga can get in the channel, great. Otherwise, feed Payne.
Yeah, I mean, they're both playing on the shoulder when they can, but it's half chances and good blocks.
Half chances, it's chances which I'm not really paying up, but if you keep going, you keep going.
He's covered brilliantly, really good defending.
Particularly, I think this second one.
Yeah, it's tremendous. It's good play actually.
Yeah.
Probably one of the first times that just showed a little bit of composure in that final third, just to try something different. Great run, and it's a brilliant block. And you can see from reaction from his teammates how good a block that was.
No, absolutely. Carline into Shimanga round the corner, and from our angle watching, actually, it's in the corner unless Winter gets across this.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't block it, then it's going in, and it would have been a bit of a blow to Torquay because they wouldn't have deserved to be a goal down.
No, and Danny Wright hasn't had a lot of change, but does get involved there, and it falls nicely for Lolos. And good work from Loach.
Yeah, it came out well. Lolos.
Who's got to be better in the second half, Chesterfield?
Plymouth down the road from Torquay, but this is the chance you've got to take away from home. You know, just a little bit of composure. Credit to the keeper, but can you lift it? Can you go round him? Maybe being a bit harsh, but I just think you can show just a tiny bit more composure there. Probably rushes it a little bit.
Centre forwards, what would you have done there?
Yeah, I think he did the right thing. He tries to go across the goalkeeper, but like we said before, Scott Loach is a very good goalkeeper, very experienced. He was almost expecting him to go across, gambled right, and then made a brilliant double save.
But he didn't score, so he didn't do the right thing.
He didn't do the right thing. If it was me in that position, then it would be in the back of the net and we'd be celebrating. But unfortunately for him, he's only a young kid.
And that's why we pay him the big jacket. Sorry, big bucks. Goalless thus far here in Derbyshire. Chesterfield, of course, with the win would go back on top. That's what James Rowe wants. But Gary Johnson might feel that Torquay harder to beat now and maybe just starting to find their rhythm again after a difficult start to the season. Second half, next.
How is everyone? Everyone doing alright? Everyone enjoying the stream? It's Chesterfield 0, Torquay 0 at half time. And also, while we're doing that, we can also listen to the Liverpool-Brentford game while we are waiting.
Defender doesn't know he's coming. It's a clear foul. A kick upwards, although didn't make contact really with Sadio Mane. That keeps 1-1.
I have faith in my lads with Chesterfield. I have faith in the boys. Faith in the boys. You always have faith in the boys.
Here's Burmo. Jorgensen. Henry tried to roll it back into Brian Burmo's path. No Pinnock, it's up to Jorgensen, who wears the nickname Zanka on the back of his shirt, to take the throw in. Don't call him that. No, move on. Real name Zanka, not these cartoon characters. Header cleared by Matip. Jorgensen there again, and it's away by Jordan Henderson. Well, Mane's got it away, and Henry has a problem if he hadn't got there, but he did really well there, the fullback. Showing a lovely turn of pace as well. Up against Salah, who's no slouch. Fans appreciating it.
There you guys go. There you guys can vote on if you guys are enjoying the stream. Let me know in the chat. Half time in the Premier League between Brentford and Liverpool. It's Brentford 1, Liverpool 1.
From David Raya after his team had taken the lead through Ethan Pinnock, who subsequently went off injured. Goal line clearances too by Aya and Matip in a compelling first half that's finished Brentford 1, Liverpool 1.
So, guys, vote if you are enjoying the stream. I'm happy to hear any of your inputs to see if you're enjoying it, because it always lets me know if you guys enjoying the streams. But like I say, today's game's is not easy. As in, Chesterfield, we're trying to break down this Torquay backline, but we just can't seem to. The main thing is, at the moment I can't be any prouder of them because we're trying the best we can and we're doing well. It's going to be a slug or slog. I have no idea on my wordings, but well, if we can get through it and get the win, I'll be happy. We just got to wait and see how it goes. It's just not going to be easy. And it'd be interesting to see how the for second half goes against a team like Torquay Utd. how second half brings, and see if what James Rowe does. See if James Rowe actually brings someone in, brings someone on, or if he takes off, or if he sticks with the team that he started with. Be interesting. See if anything. See if he goes around and changes something. Because I don't know if there's anyone I would change. Like on the bench, there's literally not a lot I would do. Like, it's nothing I would do right now.
No goals here yet, but all the best of the action from the day's games later. 10 p.m, by the way, on BT Sport 2, including this important winner, fellas, for Stockport. At home to Wrexham had gone behind. Madden equalised, and 80 minutes in, young debutant Ryan Rydell pokes home. That's massive for Simon Ruskin Stockport.
Oh, definitely. It's important that they, after the defeat to Halifax in the last outing, it was important that they got a win today, and against Wrexham, brilliant result for them.
Yeah, they look almost happy, the Stockport fans there, don't they?
Fans are never happy, Matt. We know that. But I think I don't want to give the boys Bergs any credit in comms, but I have to on this occasion. I think just a little bit of composure in the final third, just a bit more guile. Both teams going too long at times.
Yeah, Lolos perhaps with that outstanding chance of the first half couldn't quite get the better of Scott Loach. Chesterfield, as we've discussed, have got
second half about to get on the way, folks.
Game plan, and you can see why they're hard to beat. Chesterfield, they've got a goal threat, but they're also very hard to play against. They're awkward.
Yeah, they are, and they've got a really good shape about them. You know, like you say, they're hard to break down, but what they have got going the other way is goal scorers, and none more so than Shimon.
But he'll be happy, I think, Gary Johnson, with what we've seen from Torquay today. Missing some important players.
Yeah, they are, exactly. And they've been resolute, and they've probably had the best chance.
Yeah.
So stay in it as long as you can. Try and nick a goal, and that would be a heck of a result away from home at one of the supposed big clubs in the league.
Yeah, of course, up James Rowe's sleeve for Chesterfield is a certain Danny Rowe on the bench, who is that X factor. You never quite know what he might do. He probably doesn't know what he might do.
Yeah, I don't think he does, but he is capable of the unexpected. You know, he can.
What are you on about, Austin, man?
Like an absolute bullet. So they've got him in his armour, but listen, they'll be hoping that the two boys that are up there can do the business, and they need to get Shamanga some chances.
Yeah, Chesterfield back on top of the Vanarama National League if they secure the points here, but Torquay have just started to build a little bit of the rhythm and momentum from last season. Bottom half of the table at the moment, but that will improve, of course, if they can take the win here. 45 important minutes in the company once again of Adam and Adam.
Thanks, Matt. I have to say what a contrast it is for Chesterfield in terms of their start to last season and this. I looked it up, they're 11 points better off right now compared with the same number of games. Although it has gone in the other direction for Torquay, they're 9 points worse off. It's a long season though, and as the Spyrites proved in the previous campaign, you can recover from a poor start in the league. And I think a lot of that, Adam, is down to the fact that this league is so competitive, it's so open and it's so unpredictable.
Oh, it certainly is, Adam, and it's just...
Torquay getting on the way for the second half. Chesterfield 0, Torquay United 0.
Consistency is always the thing for me that I've noticed. James Rowe's under no illusions to stay top of the table for long periods of time. It's going to be very, very difficult to do.
Go on, Shamanga, lad. Go on, Shamanga, lad.
First half performance.
Oh, ref!
Second half to try and turn this around.
He went for the ball.
Well, Shamanga there pleading his innocence to Stephen Copeland, the referee. It was Johnson who he caught.
A little bit late, wasn't it? A bit more than that.
Razor Kerr got to it first.
Come on, Chesterfield. Come on, boys.
Little Moxie.
Defend this.
Rogers, that's a good ball. And there are options in the middle here. And the shot on the turn.
Well done, Mandeville!
Just wouldn't really come down quickly enough for him. Really good approach play that though by the goals.
Yeah, great ball there from Rogers to split this Chesterfield line. Just couldn't quite control it. I mean, he had Asa Hall on the penalty spot. If he had a bit more composure, with your back to goal to lay it off, it just wouldn't fall for him, would it?
Good work from Mandeville in there as well. That's two opportunities now, though, that have fallen the way of Clyde Lolos. Certainly the better of the two at the end of the first half. He's a Greek under-19 international. He's only 19 now, was born in Athens. Actually started out as a youngster at Olympiakos. Had time at Crystal Palace and Plymouth as well. Here's Shimanga.
Go on, Payne!
And Payne.
No one there!
He played that into a really good area, but just nobody there for the Spyrites.
There's a lot for Shimanga to do there, just lays it off. Was never going to get on the end of it. Maybe just gone towards goal, maybe got a better parry off the goalkeeper. And again, linking up brilliantly the two.
Yeah, it does seem to be a developing understanding there, doesn't there? Payne yet to get off the mark in the National League with his new club, but Shimanga's got 7 in 7.
A bit of luck there, just comes off all into Shimanga. There's lots to do there for Payne to get it across for Shimanga to get on the end of, so maybe just go towards goal and have a shot.
Forward by Lewis. Lolos
Come on!
for right. Oh, it's a poor back pass there, and it's right.
Defend!
And they recovered the situation well there, Chesterfield. Advantage played. Mandeville.
Come on, let's get somewhere.
More open at the start of this second half. Maguire. Liam Mandeville. He did get 4 goals in pre-season, but has yet to register in the season proper. Maguire. Kerr.
Well done, ref.
He'll get the free kick. Well, when James Rowe came in last season, Chesterfield got an average of 1.9 points per game. Just to put that into perspective, Sutton won the league with an average of 2 points per game.
The job he's done has been absolutely magnificent.
Well, boys!
Playoff game. Just the injury to Montgomery was hampering their chances. And they say they've started the season well, they've looked confident.
Oh.
Good away performances with clean sheets.
Go on, mate.
I mentioned the abundance of goals that they've scored
I'm
as
really
well.
sorry for that, guys.
Not necessarily the best first half performance from them, but they just need to find something in this second half to get themselves that goal. We know the quality they got, that they can bring off the bench as well.
Jeff King warming up there, one of the substitutes that Rowe can call upon. Danny Rowe, who was mentioned at half-time, is there as well. Seems to have told the referee that he's going to be okay.
Come on, Chesterfield. Come on, boys.
subs is Khan, you'll notice there, Seydu Khan, who was signed from Dagenham and Redbridge over the summer. Dan Holman, one of those warming up for Torquay, a striker who I recall getting promoted from this level with Gary Johnson at Cheltenham back in 2016.
Come on, boys!
So Maguire to take the throw in. Mandeville, nice turn.
Well done, ref!
Little with the foul. The referee just gave it a second there to see if anything develops.
Good referee in there. Great turn there from Ian Mandeville. Just trying to see if the advantage could be played when the ball went to Weston. It was intercepted there by Little, so I'd like to bring it back for a free kick.
He's a talented, technically gifted player, Mandeville.
I'd just say, I think it is there.
Come on, someone in blue, get head onto it.
He came through the youth system at Doncaster, and there were those at Doncaster who said he was one of the most talented that had ever come through their youth system, but maybe at the time was a bit too laid back for the manager Darren Ferguson. McCourt standing over this, but it's Gunning who swings it in and nodded down.
Oh, okay.
Well read though by MacDonald.
Okay, Khan.
Chesterfield have scored at least twice, you know, in each of their last 4 National League home games. Probably the only team to take points off them at home this season. That was a 2-2 draw. They've already beaten Wealdstone and Barnet at this stadium. But Torquay providing a tough test for the side who started the weekend top of the pile.
Come on, boys!
McCourt.
Go on!
Payne. It's a good turn.
Ah!
Shamanga well placed in the box, but I think he decided to try and go for goal there. Miller.
Go on! Aye!
Johnson.
Well done, ref!
I think he knew that Miller was getting away from it.
It's good play there from Miller. I certainly feel like maybe a booking is needed on Johnson on the foul, or maybe on a couple of occasions now. Better intensity though from James Rowe's side when they do go through those gears in the final third. Torquay found it difficult to play against.
Gunning, the captain, getting his point across. Johnson. It's Little. It's been spoken to here, and Johnson.
Wow.
Well, I'm surprised that he's surprised, if I'm honest.
It's good play there from Miller. Certainly right to go into the referee's book.
So a little over 10 minutes gone at the start of this second half. Still we await the opener.
Come on, boys!
In Derbyshire.
Come on!
McCourt's ball in. He's going to come back to McCourt here.
Go on, Shamanga!
Still it won't click for Chesterfield in the final third. Lolos. Chip forward by Gunning. Torquay appealing for offside, and they do indeed get the decision. Hearing from the touchline that Dan Holman is going to be brought on shortly by the Torquay manager Gary Johnson. Interesting that it's, when you bear in mind that maybe the onus is a bit more on Chesterfield.
Come on, Chesterfield boys, come on!
Torquay are looking to make the first change.
Come on, Spotlights!
He's a player of proven goal-scoring pedigree at this level, Dan Holman.
Come on, lads!
It's Lolos who's going to be the player taken off.
Can we just start playing? Come on, keep running! Go on, Maguire! Go on, Miller! Go on, Miller! Go on! Oh! Yes! Kabongo Shamanga! He's done nothing all game, but there's where it matters most. 8 goals in 8 appearances. Who needs Messi when we got Kabongo? Come on! And then it's time for going back to the top of the league. Come on! Kabongo Shamanga! Predatory instincts, get in there, me sons!
Side is giving Johnson a little bit of trouble in this second half, but I have to question the goalkeeping. It's a pretty safe ball in there, no one around McDonald, and he parries it to the one player you do not want to parry it to, in Kabongo Shamanga.
Kabongo Shamanga, come on! 8 goals, 8 games, Kabongo Shamanga's on fire.
But it's poor goalkeeping, he had to do a lot better with that. And when it falls to Shamanga, he's ready to put that one.
Wait, me up! Before you go, who needs Messi when we got Kabongo? Wait me up! Before you go, who needs Messi when you got Kabongo?
Loving life at Chesterfield.
Come on! It's 1-0 to Chesterfield. Kabongo Shamanga.
It's a proper goal scorer's finish that though, isn't it? Right place, right time.
That's what you want from a goal scorer.
Another change being made here then. Rogers is going to be taken off. So a double change effectively made here in reaction to that goal, and it's at Lapsley, who's also been brought on as well as Holman. Lapsley, one of the summer arrivals at the goals, brought in from Colchester in July. Just over an hour gone. The reaction here of Torquay is going to be interesting, particularly in light of those changes that have been made. Adam, what did you make of those?
Come on, boys!
I'm not surprised. I just thought with Lolos, a couple of times I brought up to him in the second half and just giving it away far too frequently. So the experience of Holman, I think, gives him an out ball to run in behind. And Lapsley as well, just a life for like in that midfield area. Just a bit of extra legs and a bit of extra energy.
Into the box it goes. Carline, by the way, was the player who was booked there by the referee, Stephen Copeland. Miller. I have to say, Adam, I was surprised that Notts County didn't try, well, they may have done, to keep hold of Calvin Miller. He had a good end to the season with the confirmation of that booking for George Carline. This is why he's been booked.
Come on, lads!
All it went from Lewis.
We are top league, so we are top league.
Superbly.
Oh!
And the shot is wide.
Oh!
From O'Connell.
I thought that was in.
But they got themselves into such a good position there, the goals. Great chance that.
That's twice now that O'Connell's got into these positions, just in off the line. It's a
And this time we're going top of the league, baby! Baby!
And then the second one has to be a quick one, and then the ball's behind him, and he can't really get any power in the shot.
Even before they created that chance, I told in my ear that down on the touchline, James Rowe is telling his players and saying to his coaching staff that this has got the feel of the sort of game where Chesterfield are going to have to be careful. I think we've seen enough.
Come on, boys! Keep it together! So we can play to get in the way!
That's certainly a fair point there, being made by James Rowe. Because they've not played well, Chesterfield, and the goal will help with the confidence. As I say, the energy's back in the ground now with the fans. Double substitution from Gary Johnson as well. So they have to be, the next 10 minutes can make or break things after a goal.
I'm in.
Asa Hall is being spoken to.
Let's keep the pressure going and see if we can go and get a second.
How different all this feels at Chesterfield compared to the start of last season. Only won 2 of their first 9 games. The mood of real despondency is been replaced by expectation, and they have the leads. Given to them by their top scorer, Shimanga. Torquay remain a threat.
Silly free kick to give away there from Little. It's probably the one area as well, Adam, that set plays, I don't think Chesterfield have been on it so far. The quality of ball hasn't been good enough.
So McCourt is going to be the player to take this. A lot of praise for his performance from the bench.
Liverpool gone 2-1 out. 2-1 up. Watch it out.
There's his delivery, and Carline came close to it. Asa Hall, the goals captain, got his head to it. Minus his ponytail this season. A request for the towel, I think, was put out there by Carline. Not ideal for the goalkeeper, this. Surrounded as it goes into the box.
Well, let's try and get some more goals than us.
Come here to Weston. Miller put in the cross for the goal. Gunning came off at half-time at Yeovil. The captain, Gavin Gunning, suffered a broken nose in the first half. Apparently wanted to carry on. Suffered that broken nose very early on as well. Again, it's the threat down the left-hand side from Torquay, and they've got a corner this time.
I've been really impressed with O'Connell's performance. It's been a decent outball, but I like the positions he's picking it up on that left-hand side. It's been difficult for Chesterfield to mark.
Bit of afters there between O'Connell and McCourt. O'Connell has certainly got himself into some really good positions.
Go on, defend this corner, boys!
Capitalise on them, but Torquay with a chance from the set piece here. O'Connell. Miller with the foul. Armani Little brought down.
A clever play there from Little. He knew that the challenge was going to come in.
Well, the Torquay fans, those who've made the long journey north behind the goal, that the goals are attacking.
Come on, Chesterfield, hang on.
It's the back post, but over here. So a change then from James Rowe, and it's Seydou Khan who's coming on here. Mandeville will make way. Time from Dagenham and Redbridge in
Mandeville's not in a bad game.
Darren McMahon, the manager at the Dagenham, saying what power and energy they brought to their midfields. Was it Maidstone?
Mandeville's coming off, and Seydou Khan is coming on for Chesterfield.
Phil Williams actually named Khan in an his all-time 11 for Maidstone, which is quite a compliment, isn't it? He could be useful for Chesterfield this season.
Oh, so he's another good signing, and so I mentioned the rotation that they have in that midfield area. So he's got good energy, he's got good legs in there as well.
Okay.
Too much on that for Dan Holman. Well, we have quite a week, midweek coming up in the Champions League. Look at that. Manchester City head to the French capital to take on Paris Saint-Germain. And then the following night, we see Chelsea go to Turin to take on Juventus, who've had a difficult start to the season in Italy. Chelsea, the reigning European champions, have had a difficult day today. Wright had made the run and he wanted the pass, but he didn't get it, and Miller got it clear. Shimanga.
Oh, lucky.
Away from him by Lewis. O'Connell content with the corner.
Come on, Chesterfield, defend this, boys.
So up comes Lewis. All making his way to the 6-yard box as well. Last delivery from a set piece wasn't the best from Little. Can he do better here? Holman will keep it going. Nearly cross.
Well out.
Taken by Scott Loach. Heard there, the attendance here today, over 5,000. I seem to say every week at the moment, some of the crowds that we've been getting at this level of football, I don't think you'd see, well, I know you wouldn't see anywhere else in the world. Some brilliant attendances, some, well, incredibly well-supported clubs, desperate for promotion. Here's Maguire, it's opened up for the shot.
Oh!
I'll be disappointed he didn't get that on target.
So he probably preferred that on his left more than his right. Just a poor clearance there from Holman. Had the little through ball there to Shimanga maybe, but just didn't have the quality there to hit the target with the right foot.
Come on, boys. Well done, ref.
Miller seems to have picked up an injury, and Johnson, remember, has already been booked. Miller out of shot to stay down with, I think, a touch of cramp. I did think for a moment he might have pulled his hamstring. He felt around hamstring area immediately after that. And Asa Hall just putting across the case, I think, here of Johnson, who is on a booking.
He's had a good second half, Miller. It's a free kick, nothing more than that. I think the referee's saying to Johnson, you're putting on your last chance now, so be careful.
Miller. Oh, great cross.
Oh!
Fantastic.
Yes! Kabongo Shamanga!
Kabongo Shamanga.
Getting Lado!
What a season he's having. What a
Come on,
season
man.
he's proving to be.
Come on! By the way, we're going! We could be going back! Back to where we belong, the Football League!
And again, it's down there.
Come on, Kabongo Shamanga! Right place at the right time! Chesterfield are 2-0 up, Kabongo Shamanga!
Just need to be in the right place at the right time, and he just reacts first. It's an excellent save from McDonald, but he doesn't switch off. He's the only one that does not switch off. And you follow in, he's had 2 tap-ins, but you have to be aware in these areas to react.
Woo! Kabongo Shamanga!
And that's a huge goal for Chesterfield that now just gives
Yes,
him a
come
little
on,
bit of
Brentford!
space.
Brentford have just scored as well, it's getting even freaking better!
He reacted so much more quickly, didn't he, than anyone else in the penalty
Brentford
area.
have just scored
Then he got
to make it 2-2.
last season.
The ball crossed the line, just as Chesterfield have scored, Brentford have equalised. Oh, this is a great day. This is a great day.
Alex Adai has come on here.
This is a great day.
Torquay replacing Johnson, who was in danger of being sent off, really. It's a long way back now.
So
Torquay.
now they're in August
Waiting
bad
desperately to
for Chelsea
build
today, so come on
the
Brentford.
success they had.
Get in Brentford!
That late winner against Southend at Plainmoor last weekend. But they've come up today against a strong...
Come on Chesterfield, let's get some more goals than us.
I don't think there can be many centre forwards in the country who are in better form than Shamanga right now.
Oh, Kabongo Shamanga!
He could have gone on to the Football League from Bournemouth.
Danny Rowe! Bring on Danny Rowe!
The game changer. You know you can score goals at this level.
Coming off
Stephen Payne.
is Stefan
Who's gonna
Hay,
play here for-
and on is coming Danny Rowe!
Last weekend's victory.
He's had a good game. He's had a really good game, this Payne. Payne's had a really good game today. He's created most of our chances.
Has twice been the National League's Player of the Year, 2 seasons running at Fylde between 2017
And now Danny Rowe is coming on.
2019. He got 192 goals in 293 appearances for Fylde. Not a bad player to be able to bring off the bench when you're 2-0 up.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about, the strength and depth. And
Right, we've got 50 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get some more goals in us, boys.
to come back from injury. I know he's a long way off, and Clark as well. He worked hard, Stephen Payne. I thought first half he linked up really, really well with Shamanga.
Chesterfield are, as it stands, heading back top of the table. Briefly knocked off top spot by a win today for Dagenham and Redbridge. I thought, Adam, it was inevitable that we'd completely jinx Chesterfield when we both, without knowing, both had tipped Chesterfield to win the league this season when asked for our predictions before the campaign.
So it's hard not to bet against him this season to go all the way. He still knows.
No.
He can only be what's in front of him.
Low.
I just think the
Low.
games they've got coming up, I think, will be big tests for them.
Well, Gary Johnson's somebody who has come through adversity, both professionally and personally, many times in the past. And whilst it looks a difficult situation right now for Torquay, I still wouldn't bet against Gary managing to find a way to turn this situation around this season, get them back to the sort of levels that they set for so much of last season. But it just must be so hard for the club, the manner of which they missed out on promotion last season, to raise yourselves to go again in this campaign. They look to get back into it here.
What a save, Scott Roach!
7 of the 11 who began the promotion final still remain at the club. The 4 who moved on, who'd started that final against Hartlepool, were Cameron, Randell, Shering and Coverland. And Shamanga will be hoping for a hat-trick now.
He's already got one this season, hasn't he? And certainly be looking for another one.
Right, looking for Holman. Lapsley, and in towards right, it was too high for him. O'Connell.
Get it out!
Asa Hall.
Well blocked!
It's a good block there, wasn't there, by McCall? But here come Torquay again.
Whoa!
But, Gary Johnson clearly in thoughtful mood. Wanting more from his players. And what remains there at home to Wealdstone next. They go to Boreham Wood after that. He's been so reliable for Gary Johnson in front of goal. Danny Wright yet to truly get going this season. 1 goal in 7 games. Has played every minute of the campaign. Had those injury issues, didn't he, last season? Some hamstring problems. Well, we saw, didn't we, when he played in that semi-final, just how important he can be when he's on it.
Well, we saw the importance of Danny Wright at the start of the season last year. The goals and the assists that he brought into the team. Still so important within that final third in terms of the experience that he can bring. He's had a frustrating game so far.
Come on, boys, let's get another goal.
Final 10 minutes then, as Carline takes the throw in. Lewis beats Shamanga to it. Miller headed forwards, came off Lapsley. Weston up towards Khan. Winter. Winter to take it for Torquay. Little.
Referee!
One thing I've liked about James Rowe's side this season, Adam, is we talk about the way that they go forward, but the defensive shape is so much better than what Chesterfield have had season after season in the National League. They defend the 18-yard box so much better, with a desire to stop shots coming in towards Scott Loach's goal. And that's been a real big turning point for them as well. But they know they've got the goals within the final third to take games. I wouldn't say they've been brilliant today, but when you've got quality in Shimanga at any given time can find the back of the net, these are the games that you have to just try and find a way of winning.
They haven't conceded a goal away from home yet this season, have they, Chesterfield? All 4 of the goals they've conceded have been at home. A clean sheet preserved so far today. And in Shimanga they have the league's top scorer now. It's gone above Waters, who has 8 for the season, the Halifax wide man. He's actually saying, Shimanga, I was reading the other day, he says he didn't even think himself he'd settle in as quickly as he has done with Chesterfield, and a warning to defences in the National League. He says he's working to get even better, particularly on long-range shots, he says, and his heading. He's talked about wanting to be a more complete centre forward.
Well, boys!
Scoring with the regularity, Adam, that he is, and he's still talking about getting better. That's a manager's dream, isn't it?
Yeah, he does, yeah. Just the movement that he offers in the final third, the quality he has in front of goal.
Miller.
Oh.
To rise highest in the box. We give a lot of the credit, understandably, to the finishing of Shimanga, Adam, but Miller is the player who's caused the problems, isn't he, down that left-hand side with both of the balls in.
Well, Shimanga will take the plaudits for the goals, Adam, but it's been his performance in the second half that's, I think, got Chesterfield into this position. It's given Johnson a torrid time down the left-hand side, but the quality of balls into the box he's shown in that second half has been excellent.
Just for those of you that don't know the background of Calvin Miller, he was with Celtic north of the border for a decade as a youngster, and there was a time when he was seen really as one of the biggest hopes really of Scottish football, if not the biggest hope. There was a lot of hype around it, and ended up leaving Celtic. He had loan spells at Ayr United and Dundee. I mentioned he was at Notts County last season, but he's still only 23 and there's clearly talent there.
Oh, he's a quality player, Adam, still 23 years old, so still plenty to learn. I don't think it's been a great signing, but I'll say his second half performance has been excellent.
Should tell you about our next live National League game. It comes at the home of the Spitfires, Eastleigh against Boreham Wood, same time, same place, next Saturday at 5. And Miller,
Go on!
the chance to hit it. Just maybe held on to it too long. Well, after all the praise we just gave him, maybe he was a bit indecisive there.
Gave him the kiss of death, didn't we?
You gave him the kiss of death.
Let's tell you about a huge boxing match coming up on Box Office. The final fight in the trilogy, Fury against Wilder. Saturday the 9th of October. That is certainly not to be missed. Hall with the ball into the box, and he almost found Wright, and Holman's brought it down. And it was on target, but well saved.
Well, ouch!
That was a good save, good play there from Holman. So he's had to control this quickly and get a quick shot off. Yeah, Curtis Weston, the last player there, winning the header. And when it fell to Holman, he just needed to have a very, very quick touch and then a quick shot. And it was easy there for Scott Loach because he saw the ball all the way.
To hit one.
Oh!
Goalkeeper
Unlucky card!
That slid into the path of Shimanga. Maguire. Rowe. It's Chesterfield who are heading for the points and heading back top of the table. A lot of the talk after the game will be about Shimanga, Adam, but I've got to ask you about Torquay. It's the first time you've seen them live since the promotion final. Wonder what you make of where they are right now.
They've had chances in the game, Adam, and they haven't been able to take them. A lot of chances at the end of that first half was an absolute turning point for me. That goes in, changes the complexion of the game, but you have to say the squad is nowhere near as strong as what it was last season. I think the performance levels from Gary Johnson's side to finish second, I think they overachieved. So quite obviously there's always going to be an expectation again for them to go. I do think the squad is weaker this year, but with a manager like Gary Johnson, you know that things can turn very, very quickly. I think if they do make it into the playoffs, I think that'll be a huge success for them.
Holman.
Come on, defend!
On Little. Great chance. He's taken it. Fabulous finish.
Goal for Torquay!
They worked that so well, Torquay. And with a couple of minutes to go, they're back in the game.
It was a tidy finish there from Armani Little. But again, the credit goes to Holman. The reverse ball is absolutely brilliant. He is onside. Chris Hargreaves spoke at half-time about composure in that final third, and Armani Little does that in abundance. You think maybe he'd take the shot on first time, he has other ideas to cut inside and put it into that bottom corner. And it just gives Torquay a little glimmer of hope now.
Their top scorer this season has given them some hope in the closing stages. 4 goals in 3 games now for Armani Little. This could be a little bit more nervy than they might have expected in the closing stages for Chesterfield. Alex Whittle brought on here.
5!
11 years with Liverpool as a youngster, Alex Whittle.
That's not a good game.
Swap with Miller on that left-hand side, and he deserves that round of applause.
That would be brilliant.
That was not a good game.
Just good energy down that left-hand side, but above all, it's the quality that he provided with the crosses into the box that led to Shimanga's goals.
It's the final minute of normal time. What a story this would be if Torquay could nick a point right at the end. Of course, they left it very late last weekend to beat Southend at Plainmoor.
Chesterfield, come on!
Plenty in the box here for the goals. Nothing to lose now. Just get it in the area. And it's fallen nicely here for O'Connell.
Well,
He's in there too.
5 minutes added on at the end of the 95 minutes.
What a chance that was for Danny Wright. In fact, the one person he wanted to fall to is your number 9. Just not enough power in the shot.
So a minimum of 5 minutes to be added on.
This is tense.
Whittle. Lapsley trying to win it back for the goals.
How is that a foul there, Wade?
Will there be a chance for Torquay in the closing stages here? McDonald's in a hurry, understandably.
Wearing blue, the head onto it. Well done.
Goes back pedalling, headed forward by Holman. Adai supported here by Holman. Plenty in the box to aim at. Wright's one of them!
What a save. Well done, Scott Roach.
Just the sort of service he loves.
Well done, Roach.
Oh, brilliant ball there across from Alex Adai, and I just felt when it came to Danny Wright, headed back across. He just heads it into Scott Loach's hands, and that was another huge chance.
Trying to get their side over the line here, the Chesterfield supporters.
Well, lads.
Torquay dominating possession in the closing stages. Chesterfield sitting back, and it could be a dangerous game.
Don't sit back. Go for it. Go for the killers. For the killer blow.
Plenty of firepower on the pitch now.
Go for the third.
Chesterfield get the throw in.
Well done.
They do that. Let's get Adams man of the match.
Well, we spoke about him before the game, and speaking about him at the end now.
Man of the match.
Just
Number 90. Come on, go. Remember. Legend.
Team and say 10 minutes ago you thought the game was won.
Yeah! Brentford have just scored it 3-3. This game's topsy-turvy. It all ends up. Whoa!
Not in a hurry to take this, Stolage.
Oh my days, I didn't believe that for a minute. It would be a 3-3 game.
But the feel-good factor is undeniably back at Chesterfield. It's been away for quite a while. A club that's gone through some very tough times.
What a goal. Well, let's hang on, 90 seconds to go.
I think at this club, with the supporters, hierarchy, the manager, players, that they can challenge for the title this season.
Keep it together, lads.
Torquay still have hope.
Come on.
Something here.
James Rowe, you are a legend. You are a legend. You brought hope back to this club. You brought hope back to this club.
Chesterfield go to Woking, Torquay host Wealdstone. Such a demanding league this. There is rarely much time to gather your thoughts. Saw Torquay develop a real reputation for finishing games strongly last season. They call it Gary time, this, don't they? They're playing more. 11 goals in the 85th minute or beyond last season. Of course, we all know what happened in the promotion final as well. They go right to the end again. In towards right, beaten in the air by Kerr. Could be now or never here for the goals. They're appealing for handball. There were pretty loud appeals as well. That's going to be interesting to see again. Gary Johnson making the point to the fourth official.
Well, I've seen those given, Adam.
Into the box it comes. Oh, it's in!
It's a goal.
In the final seconds, Torquay have equalised. The 95th minute. They always go to the end, and this is Gary time. Incredible. They looked dead and buried at 2-0, but they found a way, it would seem, to snatch a point.
Oh, Steve just kept going and going and going. It was Tom Lapsley in the end that maybe got it, and then Weston into his own net. But brilliant from Torquay United, Adam. They've just kept going. They've never given up. They've had chances. You felt that those chances have gone. And they've gone and done it again.
So many times we saw late shows from Torquay last season. We saw another one last weekend when they nicked a winner at the death. And in the 95th minute here, from nowhere, who would have saw that coming at 2-0? The game looked done and dusted, but you have to admire the way that they've reacted here to adversity, Torquay. And there are always, Adam, in every season, I know this is early in the campaign, but there are pivotal moments, aren't they? Season-changing moments that we get. And who knows what an effect this could have on Chesterfield, the momentum that they've built up. But that is a really big point for Gary Johnson and Torquay. The equaliser scored in what's become known.
Full time, Chesterfield 2, Torquay United 2. Like, subscribe with the notification. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a game between. I'll see you for the game between